What you doing, sus? Doing your homework, man? Got this mini fridge over here. It works fine. It's just a little rusty around the edges. I'm not a professional paint man, but this is going up for sale. I already cleaned it on the inside. It's not perfect. That there is tape, that spot right there. Gotta rub that out. But it's not anti-freeze, so that moisture has affected the base of it right there, and also down here. So I'm gonna try to get most of that rust off of there. It works perfectly well. There you see some water leaking. Oh, some water still coming out. It looks much worse than what it actually is. But this here is just like plastic. Here, one little leggy knobby things here. That's still on there, but the one here, it just broke off because of the rust. Even though this here is like plastic, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to patch it up and get it looking as decent as possible. I'm actually working here in my living room because the neighbors right now, they're out in the patio doing their laundry. Today it's their laundry day. Since I was left without a job, I just don't want to sit here all day and not do nothing. So I already worked on one of my videos. I worked on my book. Once again, I'm not a pro. I'm not giving any tips here. I'm sharing my struggle to get it on the juggle. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna try to fix this stuff as best as possible and put it on the market maybe for like 90 bucks. They do go here for like 220 bucks. So I'm gonna put it on the market for like 90 bucks. And the reason I'm asking 90 bucks for it is because people here will bring you down sometimes 50%. You ask for something for like 100 bucks, they'll say, I'll give you 60 or 50 or 40. Yeah, they try to bring you down a lot. So I'll just ask for 90. Whoever gives me 70 or maybe even 60 bucks, I'll probably take it, because right now we are quite broke and I still haven't received my last payment. So I'm still waiting on that. I already wrote management. Hopefully they'll respond. And the thing is that I don't have any other option but to do like most Ecuadorians do, which is to get a food cart, put it out in the corner, and maybe sell some hot dogs or some hamburgers. So I wish I had like $300 or $400, even $200, and I could set up a food cart out there. Lovely. But that's a lot of money for me right now that I just don't have. And try to put that together. I do have some pallet wood, and neither have I sold that polisher / electric sander, so I might just keep it. You know, I do believe I have enough pallet wood to make a compact size food cart, so I just need a little bit of time and 100 bucks and I could get business rolling. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. I already got my little announcement. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. You know, like in those old movies I've seen from like the 40s, where the guy's selling like hot dogs, like in the stadium while people are watching baseball back in the day. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. 5 cents a hot dog. I'm just kidding. But I'm for real. We're gonna go with the hot dogs. I believe that's the easiest route for us right now. Yeah, so I just gotta do it like and like every good old Ecuadorian does, which is sell food out on the street corners. That's the only way to make it happen in this country. It's very hard to get a formal job. It's just it just doesn't happen that easily. You got to know some people. You got to have a lot of connections. And not only that, you got to have whatever field you're going to. You got to have a degree, a master's, a remaster's, double tap, triple tap, quadruple tap type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing anything by hand here. I try to get as much as that rust off as much as possible. This here, that's just that insulin type of deal. This here is like a plastic. This is the metal right here. I'm doing it by hand, but it's very hard to get through all those nooks and crannies. It'd be nice if I could take this off. It means I have to take the motor and all the parts out of there. And I don't want to do that because I'm not a technician. So I've been trying to just sand it down as much as possible by hand. Yeah, it would be nice to take this off, but I don't want to risk damaging it. So I'm just gonna sand it down a little bit more and make it look a little better. This here actually sat on the floor. It sits on the floor, this thing right here. So that's how that got rusted, because it sits very low. So it'll leak. Like whenever you open the door, water will run off, hit the floor, and it'll put it right underneath it. So this will be sitting right on the water. So that's how that got damaged. Pretty much that's how all of it got damaged. And it does sit very low, so all that moisture goes up and starts eating up that metal. Okay, so I'm outside right now, doing a little sanding right here. The rest of the fridge's body looks okay. No rust or signs of rust. It's just the bottom there. And also the door, which I've sanded quite a lot. Here I'm basically down to the bare metal. Also here. So yeah, if I put it on the market for $100 and it looks like it was looking, they'll bring the price down drastically. So I just want to touch it up cosmetically, make it look like a 8 out of 10, and then put it up on the market for like $100. Whoever gives me $70, they can have it. I'm making a little base for that little fridge. Since it lost one of the legs, I'm just making this base just so it could be well balanced. And all I did was just take some 4 pieces of scrap wood, that pallet wood, and some other wood right here. Just screw it together. Let's throw this in with the fridge. I've had these for a while. They used to belong to a desk. But yeah. So this is my rickety base for the fridge. Start touching it up with some primer. I'm not sure if that's primer, but I just had some leftover orange paint that I'm using as a primer. Then I'll just finish it off with the white spray paint. So I'm gonna put those wheels on here to be able to at least roll it, because I gotta, when there's people out here, I gotta get out of the way. So this way I'll be able to roll it back and forth whenever I need to. I started painting it, but it still needs a couple more layers. But I'm gonna get these wheels on there right away. So I got the wheels up in there. And there's only one board going across here. That's because guys, remember that piece? I already touched it up with some paint. That piece is the one that's gonna sit there across on that base. So that's why I have that one board going across. It's a sunny day compared to yesterday. We got some blue skies. Lovely day. Sun is out. Yesterday we were having a storm. The streets got flooded and everything. We had a flash flood. So that's gonna sit there lovely right under that mini fridge. Right, man? Yeah. That's what the boy suits. So I was able to get the edges, but I ran out of paint. So I got that spot in the middle. And I need a couple of dollars, which I don't have. And by the way, I emailed my management asking for my payment and also asking them to consider some kind of reference for all of the years that I worked for them. But guess what? He responded with the same exact email from 25 days ago saying, once again, I'll submit the information or forward the information to Robert for any clarification or updates. 3 weeks ago, over 3 weeks ago, Robert never responded. So will Robert respond this time around? They should at least send me my last payment, you know. Okay, so once again, we're out here. And I had some scrap metal and some plastic bottles. So I went to the recycling spot. It's only a couple of blocks away. So I got $2.80 for the metal scraps and also the plastic bottles. So I was able to purchase this here. It's only $1.50 per can. So now I'll be able to finish that last spot right there. Let's see how it goes. The thing is that the spray here, it's not really wide. It's kind of narrow, so I gotta be like maybe about 3 inches away from the fridge to get it to spray on there well. I would like for it to be a little wider. This way I could be about maybe 8 inches away from it. Okay, so here we are. We're about to add the finishing touches. And that's that part there that was eaten up. So I bundled that up with some Bondo that I had. I didn't have to go out and buy one. I believe a can of Bondo is like $7, if I'm not mistaken, around there. So I had a little bit left in a can from a while back. It's not perfect, but it's pretty square. Just want to make it look as decent as possible. This way they won't bring me down drastically on the price. Okay, so there we have it. It's not a perfect paint job, not at all. It's only to make it look more cosmetically appealing. This area here I didn't paint except for these corners down there and also there, also there, and there. This is the area that was eaten up. Looked like there was a couple of bites from here. Fill that up. Looks pretty straight. I didn't paint this area here, but it's mostly the door. That's it. I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. I just gotta clean it up a little bit. This here is tape. Gotta clean that. Clean this up. Put this here back on. This here actually broken too. I forced it out of there to wash it, and while I was bending it, you gotta like bend it in order to squeeze it out of there. It broke in half, right down the middle. So what I did, I put a couple of straws, one here, one there, and I glued it. This area here, I painted it black with the oil-based paint and a brush that has some left over there. So if there is any runoff coming from there, that oil-based paint will help protect it. So now I'm just gonna clean it some more and then put it on the market. I'll ask $90 for it. Whoever gives me $70 will definitely get it. I also made the base. The base makes it so easy to move around. Since it's missing part of its leg, it's always going to be on the base now to help keep it balanced. And hopefully off the floor, so It'll last a few more years. I put these soda bottle caps, these right here, as guides, just to keep the fridge in place. That way it won't slide off of the base. Yeah. So here's the fridge. Yeah. It's looking good. So I'm about to turn it on. Kind of feel bad that I need to sell it. So is my wife and my daughter. They're feeling kind of nostalgic, but unfortunately, we don't have any other choice. We need to sell as many things as we can. Try to earn some money. And right now, all I want to do is get that Hollywood food cart to sell those hot dogs. So whatever it may be, you know, I'll only need about $100 to set that up for a fryer, a large frying pan. That's probably about 25 bucks. And a 4 burner stove would be like maybe 40 or 50 bucks. Plus the ingredients, so $100 should be good. So I feel bad that I need to sell it. Okay, so there's our mini. Good morning. So there's our mini fridge. I left it on overnight. I put a bowl of cold water in there. As you can see, it's working nicely. You can see the frost on the glass. Down here also. And we got the ice. So it's been on for at least a good 10 hours. There we have it. It's never failed us. It's made by Indorama. I believe that's an Ecuadorian company that makes appliances. They used to be shiny, but I wasn't gonna take that off before spraying, so I just sprayed over it. Anyway, there you have it. That's gonna go on the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, folks, so there you have it. Once again, if you guys would like to support this channel, like, share, subscribe, and if you would like to support us a little further, the Patreon link is on my YouTube banner. You can purchase my short spooky storybook. It consists of 10 spooky stories, original stories. Yeah, so if you guys are into that type of stuff, please check us out on Patreon. The link is in the pinned comment. And once again, until next time. How do you say that, Suzo?
Once again, until next time.
Okay, Bokito.